Welcome to Tell It to Trevor. Today on my podcast, I have
Rust. Hey
Rust. Okay.
guys, hope the interview go well. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Trevor, for
Yeah,
asking for this interview. I really want to enjoy this time with you.
yeah. I know when I was in my board meeting with a bunch of other people that helped me out with this podcast and
Okay.
the areas we want to target were what can we do to make it more different than our last two seasons we've done.
Okay.
So we brought up the idea. Okay, what if we branch out to other wrestlers across the country, around the
Yeah.
world, and like
And the thing
couple.
is, how you came up to me because I didn't ask you this. How
Um,
it came up to you?
I had a buddy. He wrestled in Italy,
Okay.
and I always follow any promotion that if I see one of my
Okay.
friends at,
Okay.
I always follow.
And who's the
And then
guy?
if there's a
If I can
wrestler,
ask, who's
yeah.
the guy?
Um,
If I can ask,
I
of
think
course.
of his name. I got too many buddies,
Oh, no problem, man. No problem. Just for
but
asking.
trying to think because there's one. I've only had one buddy that's wrestled in Italy.
Okay, if you don't remember where, I think
No, I
Italy.
don't.
Yes, we are
But
small. We are a small country, but we have like a lot of promotion and and
yeah.
federation here, like right here.
So when he told me about Italy, and I was like, okay, cool, great. I'm looking at all the shows he's been on,
Yeah,
and I'm looking, and I just follow every wrestler that's ever on the cards
yeah,
because I'm like, why not? It don't hurt to follow these people, look more into their careers,
yeah,
see what I can do to get them on the show.
yeah. Thanks.
Like, I think later this week I got a couple guys from Australia too that's going to be on here.
Australia. Whoa, of course.
Yes.
Cool.
So I was like, well, we're hitting the ballpark for sure this year. We've gone a guy that's been on the WWE, a guy that's been on
Oh,
AEW,
oh,
guy that's been
cool.
on Ring of Honor.
Really, really cool.
Yeah. So now we're adding Italy to the list.
Yeah.
All right, Rust. What sparked your interest in the professional wrestling industry?
In the beginning was my grandpa and my father, who my grandpa most like professional wrestling, and I remember watching it with him when I was like 6 years old or 6 or 7 years old. I was in his old house with his he had an expensive TV for that age. So the was a big TV, was one of the first LCD TV, and this big TV, and he really loved catch, 80s catch, and pro wrestling. So he had a lot of VHS. So we look about he make me watch something like about Bruno Sammartino and the old guys. But even with the new shows, we watched like WCW and WWF. And the first approach was with my grandpa. He was really a big inspiration for me in all of my life. And the one who brought me in professional wrestling, I have tattooed him on my arm, so he's always with me. And one of my trademark moves has his name. So I really, I really believe he watched me from everywhere, and I I own him a lot about pro wrestling.
Um, who were your mentors growing up?
Um, who I look upon,
Like the
like
wrestlers you idolize.
him.
Yeah.
Yes. The first one was Bruno Sammartino, of course. Was the main fixation of my grandpa, and he also liked, and you know why, and he is my favorite wrestler too, like Ric Flair was one of
Okay.
his choice, and it's of course one of mine.
Which I'm in the hometown of Ric Flair.
Sorry.
But I'm in the hometown of Ric Flair, so
Oh yeah.
Charlotte,
Ah,
North Carolina.
North Carolina, yes.
Yeah. Not the home of Kenny Omega because Kenny Omega's from Canada.
Yeah, North Carolina too, okay? Oh, you're so
Kenny
big. You
Omega,
say so fucking big.
he
It's unbelievable
says he's
for
from
one
North
in
Carolina,
Europe.
but I've never seen him.
Yeah, yeah. Of course, I understand it.
How'd you get your start in the wrestling world?
Sorry, I didn't.
How'd you get your start in the wrestling world?
Okay. I I started like um I think 7 years old, 7 years from now. Um and I watched like 10 years ago, I think, a pro wrestling show in a town near my house, and from Italian Championship Wrestling. And I got interesting because I never knew pro wrestling was a thing in Italy. I never knew that. And I saw the show and I contact the federation like the day after with in I think on I think I called them because on their site they had a training, an academy, sorry, near really near from my house. And so I said, I can try. So I made the first training, and I fell in love with that. I almost get sick. I almost throw it up, but it went well, and I wanted to go again and again and again. But I trained for a lot of time before debuting, because I was a pizza maker. So my job was always on Saturday and Sunday and Friday, and that's the only days in Italy we have show is on the weekend. I think never maybe happens when you have the Comic Cons like shows. You are in almost Thursday, but you will never see a wrestling show on Monday in Italy. It's never gonna happen. So I couldn't I couldn't train. I could train, but I couldn't do shows. So I like debuted 3 years in after making the first training, 3 or 4 years, and then I changed my job, and and so I have 3 weekends now, and from that moment I just go show after show after show, trying to wrestle as much as I can, learn as much as I could, and I think I learned a little bit right now. Not too much because you never stop learning. I'm still learning every fucking training,
Yeah.
because if you stop learning, I think you're deaf,
Yeah.
because you wanna go to the top. You wanna feel, um, if you have this target, you have to spit blood and sweat,
Mhm.
and fucking go to gym, go to training, eat well. I started this year. last year, of course, 2024. With the help of my friends, we have a group chat, and we said we need to get in shape. We need to improve. We can get better in the ring, of course, but we need to get better physically. So I lost like, I don't know how much is in pounds, but it's like 16 kilograms in 6 months. And so I started eating well, go to the gym regularly, three times a week, and 2 times a week training and wrestling, and go again and again and again and again. And this is going to improve. I hope to improve and get so many targets. I
Yeah.
think. I hope.
What was your first wrestling match like?
The impression about the first match.
Yes.
Okay, it was a tag team match in a Comic Con in, I think, 2018, I think. And it it was not good, a good match. We have this we have this match against the current tag team champions of our federation at the time. And me and the other guy who tagged with me was our first match, and we trained together. And the thing is, I started the match. The match seems to go well. I go into the match, and the first second I said, I don't remember anything. But the first step I did, I I I just I'm just moving, and the things were going. So I think I couldn't remember the thing, but my body remembered it. So I'm going, and the guy I wrestle with, because it was a simple tag. So we just split the partner. So I'm going with this guy, you're going with that guy. So it's so simple for the first time. And with my part, the thing was perfect. I think so. Um, I saw the match good from my perspective. My tag team partner went in, and the other guy totally didn't remember anything about the match, anything. So the guy who was tagging with me had to call the match in his first match. And believe me, that's not easy.
Yeah.
And sometimes, and we don't know how. I didn't remember it. It went well, and then we just accomplished the thing, and we finished the match. And there was in the crowd, there was a Comic-Con show, so they're not an insider crowd. They're occasionally fans.
Yeah.
So I don't know if they saw that. I don't think so. They feel that something wasn't going good, but we saw the worst of it, like every time. So the first impression was, it's good, but to fuck up a match, it's so easy. That was the first impression. Fuck up a match is so easy.
What are your goals for the future in the wrestling business?
Oh, the goals. The goals will be to, of course, to improve myself, but I I want to do best with my brother, my tag team partner. Um, I want to wrestle more in Europe, maybe outside. So I need to do some more matches here in Europe. I would like to go in UK. Never been to the UK. I know for sure. I hope to go like in. If I don't know if you know OTT, over the top. It's an Irish promotion. It was
No, I do not.
like Finn Balor is from there. Like
Okay.
Jordan Devlin is from them, and I knew some guys because there are a lot of Italian guys there, and I want to go training there if I can, but will not be easy this year because I'm going to get married this year, so my financial will go there. So I have to go outside, and I know my future wife will hate me because you need to stay here, and I'm going. I want to go everywhere in Europe to wrestle in tag team with Bjorn, my partner in the Horde, and maybe if I can in single matches. But we just won these titles. We just won the Primetime Wrestling Polish Championships. We
Okay.
like going in Poland regularly this year, and we debuted in Austria this year. So we're just trying to get outside Italy and see the bigger scene, the
Yeah.
European scene.
Can you describe your wrestling persona or character for someone that has not seen you wrestle before?
Okay, my gimmick
Yeah.
is it's like a steampunk warrior. Okay, so in tag with my partner, we're just like Italian Vikings, you know. We're just like to get in the ring, do nasty things. We're just going to maybe not do soccer things, but we just like to hit people with big moves, with aggression. So the thing is, I like to be a really aggressive, even heel or face. I'm mostly heel, but the aggression is the first thing. And when you get in the ring with me, you will believe that you will feel the aggression because the thing is, um, um, my trainers always told me this. Inside the ring, there are two type of gimmick that can you relate to yourself. So you put yourself in the ring and like do more like if your persona get bigger, but that's you only bigger, or do something that it's totally different from you. So the thing is, outside the ring, I'm a person, but when I listen to the bell or my music before the bell, I completely change and I become a beast. I'm the most nice guy outside the ring, and everyone who knows me knows. But everyone who knows me know that you don't want to mess in the ring with me
Yeah.
because you're gonna get these hands.
Can you describe the feeling of winning your first championship?
Okay, my first championship was really strange because I didn't have to win it.
Okay.
So it was not programmed until the day of the event. And the thing goes like it was a promotion that unfortunately it's not more It has been closed a couple of years ago, and we all in Italy cry about that, because if you were an Italian wrestler like 5 years ago, 6 years ago, the only place you wanted to be was in Rising Sun wrestling promotion. It was the best. And I have my first match with a foreign wrestler there. And the thing is, I had to win the titles not with my tag team partner at the time, and it was the tag team titles. I never knew single titles, because I love tag team wrestling. So I win 3 championships in my life. It was 3 tag team championship with 3 different partners, 4 of course. But the thing is, in that show, there was like 4-way tag team championship match, and I had to lose this match because at the end of the previous event, I fucked up with my tag team partner and I turned face. And I had this match with another face guy, and we didn't have to win the matches. But the promoter said, you should win the match. You should win the titles. And I told to the promoter and said, but that's not my tag team partner. So we're tagging for the first time. Why would you bring the titles to us? Because when we win the titles, I did a heel turn. Because my tag team partner won quite like a Money in the Bank thing. And when I win the tag team championships, the second after, I turn to my part-time tag partner at the time, and then my other and usual tag team partner went in with the Money in the Bank, and we pinned the guy. And so I win in one night 2 titles, 2 times. I was one night 2 times tag team champion. So it was a strange thing. It was a little strange, not usual.
Where can you share a memorable moment from your wrestling career?
Well, memorable in
Yeah,
quite like experience or
yeah,
okay. Like quite like the best experience I had.
yes.
Okay, well, it's not easy. So I think about the last year. Okay, and the thing was, we went for the first time in Poland, me and my tag team partner in Primetime Wrestling, because we knew there were tryouts, and if you pass that tryouts, you will have a place in some shows that year. And so we said, okay, we can go there, we can just see what's happened. And we arrived in this arena that was a Comic-Con show. I'm used to it. I did like 3 or 4 Comic-Con shows, but this time was really important to my career. And we set up. We talked to the guys. We train a little bit with the guys, and we arrived Saturday, and the show was Sunday. And when we arrived, we said, just looking at us, the promoter said, okay, we don't have the time to set up the ring, so we can't do tryouts today. And we were a little upset and said, okay, no problem, we just enjoyed the show. And the promoter said, No, we have a card presentation today, so you have to do a little shoot promo, taped for TV, and you have a match tomorrow, and that's your tryout. So was a televised match. The tryout was an actually televised match, and I said, okay. So it was a four-way with me, my tag team partner, and other two guys from Hungary. And the thing was, we saw the arena and said, this arena is the Tauron Arena in Krakow, and it's massive. It's like 14,000 people arena. It's big. It's fucking big. And we have this small ring at the center of the arena, and like 2 or 300 chairs around it. And so I said, okay, it's 300 people. And when it started, I saw the Titantron. I never saw something like that. My Titantron in a, like, I don't know, 20-foot screen, big, and I felt like a pro. I felt like a fucking pro that time. I said, oh fuck. Then I get out for the match. I didn't knew how much people was there, because the lights were a little bit low, so I saw only the people sit in the chairs. There were like 300 people. I went out, I do my entrance, and I enter with this mask, and I don't see a fucking thing. I see really bad with this mask. So I take off this mask, I look, and then I saw the 300 people. Then I look after, and I saw like a lot of people. I said, oh fuck, this is not 200, 300 people. This is like 4,000 people.
Yeah.
It were like 3,000 people. And I say, okay, I need to do good, because if I fucked up here, I'm really fucked up in front of 3,000 people, 3 or 4,000 people. And the match went really good, really good. The promoter fell in love with us, liked us in the first time, and he said, if you want to came here in Poland when you want, you're welcome. And so we started going month by month by month. And I felt that this experience that we did like for free, and we went there and said, we try. And we did that. And that was the first time I wrestled outside Italy. It was the first time for me. And it was like 3,000 people. And usually in Italy, you don't do more than two. Some people do 500 people. That it's crazy here. That like that this fed in Milan, it's doing a fucking great job. It's Milan Wrestling Federation, and they have all sold out shows. They're doing great, and I hope one day to wrestle there, because I just want to feel, because I saw footage on Instagram and else, but see 700 people going crazy in Italy. It's not usual. So they're doing great. They're doing
Yeah.
fucking great.
All right. So I'm gonna start this segment called Trev Shock. It's my little famous segment I do on my
Okay.
podcast.
Okay.
Um, you got 50 seconds to answer these 6 questions.
Okay.
They're
50
really
seconds
simple
each or 50 seconds in total?
in total.
Oh, okay.
It's a little brain thinking question.
Okay, last first thing in my brain, I just shut it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like basically based to you personally.
Okay.
So like one could be like your favorite food or
Okay. Okay.
yeah, just so people like learn more about you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Pre-show snack.
Kebab.
Pre-show jam.
Sorry?
Pre-show song.
A song?
Yeah.
Something from Wardruna.
Favorite wrestler growing up.
Ric Flair.
Favorite sports team, if you got one.
Um, I think soccer, football here, Internazionale. Inter.
Favorite color.
Purple.
Favorite type of music.
Um, hard rock metal. Classic.
Okay. And guys,
Okay.
that was Trev's show. Um, got a few more questions for you, and then
Yeah, no problem, man.
what was your let's see, what was your favorite gear that you have ever got made?
Gear,
Yes.
but where was made?
No, your favorite.
What's my favorite?
Yeah.
Okay. Um, uh, Actually, my favorite it's the second I make, and it's like the if you know the Batty Matthews, the shorts,
Okay.
you know, like
Yeah.
with it's like the shape, the strange shape,
Yeah.
and it was the second gear they made. Oh shit! My first gear was fucking horrible. It was such a bad idea doing something like that.
If you could wrestle any legendary wrestler from the past, who would it be and why?
Okay, from the past. It's a great question. I have a lot of them in my mind, but in the first name, it's of course Ric Flair, because I know just for doing a 5 minute match, I will learn like in 2 years of wrestling, I think.
Yeah.
But maybe doing a big match, I would go with
Right.
Bray Wyatt. It
Okay.
was a really uh, main wrestler I looked upon with some of my gimmick, because I always had the same name, but I changed like 5 type of gimmicks in my career. And I had one of the last I had was this like satanic minister, and I had a stable all with masks, and so I trying to do Bray Wyatt things, Bray
Okay.
Wyatt promo. So really liked him, really liked Wyndham.
If you could attend a wrestling training session with any wrestler, who would it be?
Today,
Yeah, like if you had to train a session with any wrestler, who would it be?
from the people I know who had the privilege to train with him, I would say William Regal.
Regal?
Yes, because he will teach you what WWE wants.
Yes.
He is the was and he is a main figure in NXT and in promote in the performance center,
Yeah.
and he has a knowledge, and I think he can wrestle to a fucking chair and make it believable.
If you could have a wrestling legend as your mentor, who would you choose?
As mentor. Yeah, I should say Ric Flair.
Ric Flair?
Yeah, if I have Ric Flair for mentor, you know, party after training would be crazy.
My dad used to go to the bar with Ric Flair as a kid.
Oh
So,
shit.
so everybody from the WCW era, when he was over there, they would go to the bar after the
Wow.
shows, and Ric
Crazy.
Flair would walk in and tell the bartender around for everybody.
Oh shit, good.
So he would have
It's
like
like a
Lex
dream.
Luger, Sting, a bunch of others.
Wow. Incredible.
And then thanks, Russ, for being on the podcast today.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Trevor.
And then, guys, thanks to the sponsors of the TBD wrestling promotion in the Eastern Carolinas and Wrestling Evolution over same in the Eastern Carolinas and Apple City Championship Wrestling also in the Eastern Carolinas.
Hope to get
And
there.
you guys, yeah. And then, guys, we are having a t-shirt contest. I say this every single episode. We have 5 designs, 2 different categories for the men's. I'm not enough. The wrestlers and the fans. So then it's fair. So 5 designs. The winner gets to pick between which design they like the most, and then it gets put on a T-shirt, and then I send it out to you. So, and then thanks again, Russ, for being on the
Thank you.
podcast.
Thank
Hope
you,
to do
guys.
another one down the road.
I hope so. Thank you.